You know, Sarah,
Yeah.
it's not every podcast where we actually have to do a dedication. This one's dedicated to Leolo. May he rest.
Can you spell it dedication? Like DEAD.
Dedication.
CATION.
Then it cuts to a montage of Leolo pictures, and it's just in the arms of the angels.
Yeah.
But it's not even like we can't play Arms of the Angels because we don't have the copyright.
Right,
so
we gotta do it in like 30 seconds, so it's all gonna go by really fast.
What an honor.
What an
to
honor.
That cat.
Beautiful.
It's not like that cat meant something to me for the past 8 years of my life. At least.
He's fucking old. Yeah. You know?
Cats die.
Cats fucking, everybody fucking dies. You shouldn't have bought me Nietzsche. Because then I would have been like, yeah, fuck
man, you would have been. So you're telling me because I gave you a birthday gift of philosophy books, you can't even pour the simplest of sympathy towards my dead cat, Leolo?
Yeah. You specifically got me the guy who said God is dead. Because I wanted him, but like, you know, it's just bad timing.
Pretty bad timing.
It's pretty bad timing.
I don't know, I have bolts on me.
Don't throw it. Oh my god.
I don't use those headphones. Hi, everyone.
Hey, guys.
That's the intro. No, that's the intro. We don't even have to talk about dead cat. We just go.
What if I pretend to be the metaphor for the media, and every time you talk about your dead cat, I talk about Gabby Petito?
Really?
Yeah.
So
here, try.
Okay. So we sadly this
Josh,
past
did you hear
week,
about this white woman that went missing?
a lady has vanished.
Vanished.
That's our show, everybody. We did it. We made the pun that we needed to. Hi, everyone. Welcome to We Don't Know How to Do a Podcast Anymore. Because the last time we did a podcast, there was a third creature in this house. I'm Josh.
I'm shook. I'm Sarah.
I don't know how to start this. I don't know how to start the.
I don't know. Do we even talk about him?
Oh, we have to, right? We didn't do a whole. We okay. All right. So okay. First of all, hi everyone.
Hey guys.
Welcome to a podcast. We'll save this relationship. I'm Josh.
I'm Sarah.
And apologies in advance. And also belated apologies because I know the intro also talked about this.
Yeah. Sorry.
So some of you might have been wondering where we were last week. And
cat fucking died. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah.
This is I don't know, how do I want to jump right into it, but the only way I can frame this is how I was scammed $2,000 out of my money just to have my cat die.
So I don't think you start with the money. I think you start with how beloved the cat was.
Okay, so I've had Leolo. Leolo's been in the family for either 13 or 15 years.
Yeah.
He was an old cat.
He was super old, yeah.
But he lived a really good life.
And he was super, like, young-spirited as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing that got me.
Up until, like, last week.
Yeah, like, literally days before he passed.
You know, he was, like, jumping on top of stuff. He was a playful. You know. So we moved in together. I think we moved in. We had some time to... we didn't know what was going on with Leolo up until... like 9 days ago.
Yeah.
And even then we still don't have a complete story, which we'll get into why.
I just think he fucking was
I think it was just
his
time. Yeah. No, if there's one thing Leolo was known for, it's his stubbornness.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy fucking shit, guys.
But okay, so here's the story of Leolo's death. He lived 13 to 15 years.
Yeah.
We're not sure which one because no one in my family remembers any important dates.
Or just like when they got him.
When they got him, yeah, we don't know.
That's how long and how beloved he's been.
Exactly,
in the family.
yeah. He's always just been part of the family.
Yeah.
He what is it? He was with my sister and my brother-in-law for the first 6 or 7 years of his life, and they had we had a family photo album made online for everybody, and there was a lot of young photos of him at like a bunch of different apartments.
Yeah,
there's ones where apparently they shaved almost all of his body except for his head.
No, it was just his back.
It was just his back. Yeah, they felt bad doing it,
shaving him, so they stopped at his back.
Yeah, he was. He went on a journey for 6 months, and no one knew where he was until he came back.
Ran away for 6 months,
and then came back, and the only reason why they knew it was Leolo was because his hair was dyed and like pink. It was
she dyed his tail pink. Yeah,
and then came back, and then my sister had to move to Los Angeles.
Yep.
And then we what is it? Well, I took him in for at least 4. I feel like 4 years before I met you.
Maybe
it was sometime in high school.
4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years before. And then the 3 years that you and I have been dating, or almost 3 years, you've known him
in November,
too. Yeah. And pretty much, apparently there were signs that he was kind of reaching death for the past few months.
Is there sneaky about it?
Yeah, like, I don't know, like he was just doing some things a little less normally.
Because he was a weird cat in general. Like he would poop in the tub.
Yeah, he would.
He really loved doing that. Fucking, he was just always chilling. He was a very, like, to me, as a person who's had cats pretty much their whole life.
Yeah.
He's a very lethargic cat.
Yeah, he's very lazy.
Yeah.
And
he was like Garfield.
Kinda, yeah.
Like, and he's just a big, fat, sleepy cat.
Yeah, and like he what is it? He would but he would also have like zoomies at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But like throughout the day he would just want to cuddle up and
just be like cuddly.
Yeah, exactly. And like, he would lay on my lap as we slept,
Yeah,
it was really cute, yeah.
Yeah.
So flash forward to we move in and Leolo is kind of hiding from the other cats.
Yeah, which we expected to happen.
We expected that to happen, yeah. And like everything that happened before his death that apparently probably led to his death seemed like things that happened because we moved in. He was in a new space, stressed
that's what
out.
We thought, but then it turned out it was just a big fucking terrible experience.
So like 10 days ago, he's really lethargic. He's not eating as much.
And we were getting worried, and we were like doing all these different things, giving him wet food.
We gave him we tried to take care of his teeth,
brushing his fucking teeth every day.
Because 3 months ago,
maybe he had a toothache or something.
Yeah, 3 months ago, I was told by my vet to take care of his teeth because there was some plaque buildup. And we actually did see on his teeth there was inflammation on I think his right fang,
his gums.
Yeah, his gum. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, oh, maybe that's what it is.
And we did that and took care of it, and the inflammation went away.
Yeah.
I mean, albeit 3 months late
right.
on that.
But then he still didn't
really
fucking
do much. Yeah, he wasn't eating,
anything.
or he was barely drinking.
Right. And then we found out that his stool was like, he started having diarrhea.
And his stool was pitch black. Yeah,
and
it
tarry,
was. Yeah.
Which means, if you Google it,
yeah,
that he's digesting blood.
Yeah, so apparently he, at some point in his GI, there's just blood coming out somewhere, and we couldn't tell where.
We couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on.
And we also saw that there was...
He ate one of my fucking plants.
And can we... Okay, I want to take a sidebar to talk about the plant real quick.
Yeah.
Because we need to talk about that there's a website just on the internet somewhere
that says that this plant is okay for cats, because when I got the plant I was worried that my cats were gonna eat it.
Yeah,
so I was like, I gotta find a plant that's okay for cats, and I saw this one thing and I was like, oh, that's beautiful, and I was like, okay, let me Google it, and this thing was like, yeah, it's chill. And now that I think about it, I wonder if it was just like, it's just mild.
Which that's okay. That's another thing too. But first of all, you shouldn't put that on a website and say it's safe for cats, even if the symptoms are mild. I feel like.
Well, I mean, I think maybe in my mind I was just like, oh, if it's mild, it's not going to at least kill him. Like that's good.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair. But I also I want to say that website probably should be just a smidge more aware
like,
of it.
You can die from this.
You could possibly die from that.
I don't think he did die from it.
No, he didn't die from it. I think it was one of the things that contributed to his decline in health. And I think something else was up.
It basically just
it irritated
makes
his
you like itchy, basically. It makes you irritated on like your skin. Like even to humans, if you fucking touch this
It'll
thing,
make you.
if it secretes bile, like if you break the leaves.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, of course I'm not going to do because I'm trying to take care of the plant.
Exactly.
But if I'm a cat and I'm eating the plant, then for sure I'm going to get this
the bile
in my mouth.
Inside you. Yeah.
And it's going to irritate my GI tract. So we gave it to the vet. The vet was like, it's only supposed to cause mild symptoms, so it's probably not that.
Well, yeah, okay. So before that, we saw that there was a leaf that was
like half eaten.
Yeah.
And now also this plant is spicy, apparently.
Yeah, so my cat...
It's supposed to irritate you so hard that you're not going to eat it.
He loves spicy food, man.
Yeah,
he just loves spicy food. You know, there's one thing I remember about Leolo is every time I put a bunch of red flakes on my pizza, he would just lick them up. You just spill coffee. And I'm gonna get sidebarred by my own sidebar about a plant about my dead cat Leo. Okay, so we
really trying not to be not to be shitty.
Okay, it's fine. Yeah. So we do that. We we find the leaf. Apparently, we call the emergency vet.
Yeah.
And then they tell us to call an emergency hotline for pet poison control or something like that.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to pay $65, which I paid, to get a diagnosis, and then they're like, "Yeah, it's probably fine.
It's probably fine." Yeah. So usually this shouldn't have happened, but you should still take to the vet anyway with this, and we'll keep it going on.
Yeah.
And then we go to the emergency vet. This is going to be a really long rant about capitalism.
Yep.
And capital in general, and
I fully believe this vet pretty much let our cat die.
Not this vet. The next vet.
One. The next one.
There's
multiple vets.
There's a reason why
I'm
going to bring up the $2,000 early on.
Yeah.
So we go to the emergency vet. That's actually good.
Yeah.
They actually run some blood work. They do some tests on him. We're there from like 2 a.m.
to 6.
Yeah, we leave around 6, and at 6:30, I give him his first thing of meds. But they tell us, oh, yeah, this plant shouldn't have done it. There's something going on. We think that there's something going on. Apparently, he's at early stages of kidney disease. Yeah. And just early stages, too.
Not
like, oh, it's overblown.
Not like, oh, this is definitely kidney disease. This is something in his GI tract that is causing him to digest blood and giving him diarrhea. And it's probably why he's not eating.
Yeah, and also, what was it? Apparently, he was losing a lot of blood.
Yeah,
and they were worried that he wasn't regenerating blood cells.
But they thought that maybe we caught it so early that he didn't have a chance to react to it yet.
Yeah,
his body didn't have a chance to generate blood cells. So we were like, oh, okay,
that seems fair.
She gave us all this meds, and then the vet was like, okay, take him to a hospital tomorrow.
Yeah.
Put him on IV fluids because he is very dehydrated, because that was the big issue, was the dehydration.
He was super dehydrated, yeah.
So we were like, all right, dope. So we go home, give him his meds. You gave him his meds.
I gave him the meds,
I don't know how
and I took a 40-minute nap, and then gave him the next part. So we had to give him one med that was like, it was a pill, it's pink, and you got to make a slushy out of it.
And then, like, jam it into his mouth.
Jam it into his fucking throat.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to coat whatever's causing him to bleed.
Yeah.
The first time I gave him his meds, he was actually pretty...
Chill?
I mean, relative to how he was going to get with the meds, he was chill.
He really was not going to take the meds later.
I gave him the meds as much as I could, at least.
Yeah.
And then gave him more of the meds. Then I went to the vet around, like, what? Noon?
Yeah, like you took him at noon the next day.
30-minute drive, and I tell him, hey, look, we were told about, like...
we just have to put him on fluids,
We got to put him on fluids, and I told him... but I went through the whole story, because I wanted to make sure that everything...
Yeah.
Every base was covered. The thing that this vet decides to focus on...
Is the plant.
Yeah. While I'm also trying to tell them they don't think it's the plant. And then they're like, okay, what's the name of the plant? And I'm trying so hard. Okay, here's the name of the plant, but I was told
it's not
the plant. We need to put them on fluids.
Yeah, like they're just not listening.
Yeah, and God, I don't want to like hate on like vet.
No, yeah, we can.
We can.
Okay, we're gonna talk about. I think.
The doctor we're gonna shit on. I wanted to shit on specifically the receptionist I talked to and the techs that I talked to that day.
No, really,
because they were like explicitly shitty. Like the guy at the front counter,
yeah,
was douchebag is the only word that comes to mind.
Really?
Like, I mean, there's a time and place like to make fun of customers, right? He didn't make fun of me because, you know, my cat's dying.
Yeah, but any customer is fucked up.
Yeah, like this is later on, like as I was leaving the vet without my cat because he was gonna get on IV fluids. There was one guy that came in that was like, oh, do you have the receptionist like, oh, do you have an appointment? Guy's like, no. And then the guy's like, oh, is it an emergency? The guy also says no.
Okay.
And then under his breath, while I'm looking at him trying to get my fucking credit card info in, while I'm trying to give them money.
Yeah.
He goes like, well, then why are you here? And I'm like, what the fucking, not in front
Probably
of me,
because
man.
their pet is
Probably
fucked up.
Their pet needs something. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that guy was like, just such
oh my
a
god,
fucking douchebag.
I didn't even know about that. That's fucking wild.
That was the thing that tipped me off that this guy was a douchebag.
Well, just that this practice is so focused on money.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, that's so wild.
Yeah. So okay, but that's early on. That's a tangent. There's gonna be a lot of tangents about my dead cat, guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I use humor to cope. Okay, so I didn't bring my cat into the little exam room.
Yeah.
And then a tech and a doctor come in, and I try telling them everything that I can, like, hey, we got the blood work done. They recommended IV x-rays.
Yeah.
Also weird that the first vet decided not to do x-rays only because they were closing early.
No, she said that like it would be more expensive at an emergency overnight vet rather than a daytime vet. Not understanding that we were going to go to like the most expensive vet. You know, we didn't know that either.
Another emergency hospital that we didn't expect, because that was the only. Okay, another tangent. COVID fucking sucks.
Yeah, COVID's ass.
COVID is ruining vets everywhere, and also, okay, I forgot about this thing. I have a vet that I normally go to. It's the Orlando Vet Animal Alliance, right?
Yeah. Oh,
like 3 days before any of this is happening,
there was a fucking fire. There was a fire
at the Orlando vet.
Yeah.
And they had to bring all the animals that they could to the other two places they had, including the one that I went to normally, which was the Sanford one.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I went to the Sanford one was because they're the only one that does appointments without making a call. So
it's true.
You know, my social anxiety is another key player in this.
Yeah.
Okay, so before all that, so I don't go to them. I go to this other vet. The doctor comes in. It's some white blonde lady that should be on the circle, and
she should not be on the circle.
She was on the.
Holy
Sarah's
shit.
got me back on the circle because there's a new season now. And that's all in my head, and it's just.
And it was
there was
fine,
another
but
white blonde lady on
Yeah.
the circle, and I made fun of them. And now I just have a stigma against blonde white ladies.
I don't even know which white blonde lady. There were there's so many on this season of the circle.
Fuck.
Anyway, this lady fucking sucks.
This lady sucks. I try explaining as much as I can, but I can only assume as like a doctor, your first instinct with every single patient is like, this patient is fucking stupid, doesn't know anything that they're talking about.
It's not
There's
that.
going to be a bunch of paperwork that they're going to give, and I'm going to look at the paperwork, even though I'm not going to look at the paperwork.
It's being a fucking old ass doctor, being a white woman with the Karen cut, a blonde white woman with a Karen cut in your 40s and 50s or 50s or whatever, and sitting there and looking at some guy with long hair who's in his 20s, his early 20s, with a fucking cat that might die.
Yeah, and then she's
saying, I can get a lot of money out of this kid because he probably really fucking loves his cat.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to be charitable to this person and say, oh, you know, maybe she really was just trying to help and we just didn't understand her. No, this bitch fucking sucks.
So
this bitch is evil and is going to, on her deathbed, have a jury between God and the devil's gonna win. The devil's gonna win with this lady. It's gonna be no contest.
Yeah.
Everybody in the room is gonna be like, that makes sense. Think about how many cats fucking died because the owners didn't have $2,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah, so okay, so
you just let happen.
Yeah, we go through. They don't take Leolo in yet. At some point during all this, Leolo shits in his carrier, and I'm just like, oh god damn it!
Thank God.
Yeah, that's great, solid.
Dope.
And like they come back and they gave me the first estimates after we talk about everything. So there was a low estimate of $1,300 first time. and a high estimate of $2,000. And this included the hospitalization, a bunch of IV fluids, more blood work, which I wasn't expecting because they did the blood work and tested for thyroids. Just everything, yeah.
Which I fought with later because I was like, that's really stupid. We already did test for blood work.
Yeah.
And specifically the issue that you're trying to tell us. Like, if it was something else, I would be like, okay, that makes sense. But this was like, you know, specifically the past vet was like, okay, so we did a T4 test for fucking this. And then this new vet is like, so I want to do a T4 test for thyroid because we think that might be what it is. And I'm like, it's not what it is because the previous vet. And then she tries to talk to me. This is the second time we go to this person. I'm kind of skipping around, but she tries to tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because your receptionist told me the name of the test and I just confirmed it with you that that's the test that you want to do. So you obviously have it in your records that he's been tested.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're just telling me that 2 + 2 does not equal 4 at this point. Like, you are just gaslighting me.
Yeah, the gaslighting is going to be really real in this one.
Because you want to get money out of us.
Yeah, and what else? Okay, so they do the 2,000 estimate.
Yeah.
And this is where it's obvious that they just want my money.
Yeah, I say, you're texting me because you're like, oh, I'm freaking out. I can't do the 2,000. But we could do the low end.
Yeah. So they come back to me. I'm like, hey, listen, I can do the low end for sure.
Yeah.
But $2,000, no. There's no way in hell.
There's no possible way.
And the tech walks away and they talk to no one.
And they wait 10 minutes.
And come back. They let me sit in with my dying cat.
Yeah.
And really think about what I'm doing. And they come back and it's like, hey, listen, we have to quote you the high-end estimate because we don't want to call you to confirm everything as if I'm not going to be on my phone and have it ringing 24/7.
Listen, we know your cat's shitting blood, but we don't think you're smart enough to pick up your fucking phone. To be, you know.
They do that. And this is with, they want to quote x-rays that apparently we looked it up on Google. Apparently, people just don't get their x-rays back from this place.
Yeah, no. Everybody gets x-rays, and they're like, I haven't fucking gotten my x-rays, and it's been 6 months.
There was also supposed to be a stool test done that
we haven't gotten back yet.
Never gotten those results. It doesn't matter now.
Yeah.
You know.
Cat's fucking dead.
Cat's dead.
I don't know. What'd you find in there? Is it fucking
the only stool is
dead-itis?
currently ash on my bookshelf. You know, like that's
yeah.
You're probably not going to find much info on that.
I really wanted them to call us back. So I can just be like, hey, are you guys going to make an appointment? Because they
wanted us to do a checkup. Like 3 days after we went back the second time.
Yeah, to see how he's doing on his medications and everything.
They never called us back.
They never called us back, but I really hoped that they would so they could be like, hey, how's Leolo doing? Do you want to come in for a checkup? And I'm like, yeah, I won't need to. Motherfucker's fucking dead. Like, thanks, guys.
Just hang up on him. Just let him sit there.
And I was kind of mean to the receptionist when we left the second time because she was like, oh, do you have to put your little guy back in the hospital? You know? And I was like, no, we can't afford it.
We can't afford it. So it's not happening. Yeah. Okay. So we're still jumping ahead.
Yeah, we are jumping.
Sorry. Yeah. So they tell me that they leave for 20 minutes. I tell them I can't do that.
Yeah.
They walk away. And then I call you and I'm like, hey, they're pushing that.
And I say that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, they also recommend, and I didn't tell you this until later.
Yeah.
What I should have done,
yeah,
in their eyes is call family, try and get monetary out of them, which by the way, my family has helped, thankfully, and I appreciate them.
Yes, they're
wonderful.
I
definitely didn't want to do it in that moment because like I don't want to pressure them right away about like
a doctor
telling me
ask you to call your family for money.
First of all, it's to the shitty doctor. It's a shitty tech.
Nobody should.
No one
Nobody
should,
else other than your family or you should make that decision for you and say, I'm withholding service because you don't, blah, 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 instead of just working with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Especially this is not just a regular vet. This is an emergency vet.
Yeah. And like,
so I just find it hard to believe that they're in this situation and they're not constantly doing this as well.
Yeah. So like,
holy crap. It's just wild, especially when they quoted you the low end.
Yeah.
Why even quote it?
Just do that one and then add on as needed.
But no, they were like, you have to pay the high end.
So that way we don't have to call you.
Which is so stupid. If you can't do it, do the thing that you can do. Otherwise, it's, your cat's just going to die. Even though you can pay for some service. But they won't let you do it because you don't have enough money.
So they walk away 20 minutes. They come back and they're like, all right, new estimate. We got rid of the x-rays. We got rid of that blood work. We decided
we do want your money.
We do want your money. So we're going to quote you $1,300 finally. And the low end's now going to be $900.
Yeah.
Which in that case, that was interesting to me because I did that. We got signed up, sent him away. He got on his IV. He was doing good. Yeah. They told us that he was doing good.
They did. I had to call the next day
because they never contacted me. Because why? I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on with my cat.
Well, and
they also did. If I'm not mistaken, they did quote me for 2 days worth of hospitalization on the high end
because they thought that it was gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe he's gonna get worse. We don't know.
Yeah, and then.
So then a day later, I call them to see if we have to pick him up that day. So I'm like, okay, how's he doing? And they say, oh. He still has diarrhea. Important for later.
This is important for later, yes.
He still has diarrhea. However, he's not shitting out blood anymore. And also, his blood is getting better. And
he's finally eating.
His dehydration is going down. And he finally ate some food recently. So when do you want to come pick him up? So then we're like, oh.
To me, wonderful. That sounds like, hey, we can go get him now. And he's doing great.
So you go and you get him.
And
nobody says... oh, hey, you should probably stay here another day.
Yeah, no one does that.
No one does that at all. I think they put, sometimes with cats that are dehydrated, they'll put a sack of water in between their 2 layers of skin. So that
they actually did do that on the back of his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they did that before he came home. So he ended up looking healthier in the beginning, which to me is like, that makes it feel like
that's a little shitty.
That's kind of shady, fam. Like, you don't just dress your cat up in like Weekend at Bernie's. Like when he's about to be a corpse in 2 hours so that you can come back and get a whole new fee. Like that's fucking wild.
So we do that and then we bring him back. I realize that he still has shit on his ass and his tail.
He literally came home and covered in shit.
Yeah, so we had a very specific litter for Leolo because it was easier to clean up that way. It's pellets what we use.
Yeah, instead of like actual
regular
kitty
litter. Yeah, they use litter at their place and it's sticking to him through his shit on his tail.
So he obviously shat himself and somehow got the shit into the litter at the vet. They didn't clean him up and then they gave him to us.
Yeah, and then we bring him back and we talk about that. Then we call back the vet because it's obvious that he had diarrhea.
No, we tried to give him medicine. He doesn't take the medicine. Yeah. We put him down and then he starts stumbling into things.
Yeah.
And that's when we freak out because we're like, oh my God.
Should not be happening.
He's getting worse. So then we call the vet and I call the vet and the vet says to me, oh, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And I say that he's moving around. They don't mention that. They don't ever try to diagnose that. We don't ever figure out what that is.
Yeah.
I assume it's being weak from being so dehydrated.
That's what I assume too. Yeah.
So I'm freaking out. And then the vet goes, does he look better or worse? And I'm like, what do you fucking mean, dog?
What does that mean? Yeah.
And I'm like, better than when he got home or when, and they're like, no, like before. Like before we took him in to any vet. And I'm like, I mean, I guess he's better. And then she's like, okay, good. And I'm like,
problem solved.
No, he needs to come in. Like he's,
Yeah, probably.
And then she on a whim asks, does he still have diarrhea? And I'm like, he came home with diarrhea.
Yeah, you guys.
And she goes, oh, you guys should have probably brought him back in, like as soon as you noticed that he still had diarrhea, because he's probably super dehydrated. That's what it is. And I'm like, you discharged him with diarrhea. That doesn't make any sense. He's had diarrhea this entire time. And that's when I get really pissed off, because obviously they're not doing their fucking job. And like, we have a cat who's obviously dying.
Yeah.
And like, they just can't bring themselves to care to a point.
Because who cares? Animals die every day, guys.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Fucking cat's old. I don't give a shit. I got a bunch of fucking tumors in her head.
Who cares?
Got a bunch of tumors in her head. But yeah, no, like fuck it. So then we're like, okay. So then I get pissed off and I'm like, we're bringing him. I tell you to put him in the fucking crate. I tell my fucking job, hey, I gotta fucking leave because my cat's gonna die. Fucking
everything. We have to drop everything.
We had to drop everything. It's raining, of course.
Yeah.
We get in the car. We drive 30 minutes to this fucking vet because they have like all of his money at this point.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they were going to refund him $500
because they didn't use $500 of service. So
which we thought was we only had to. He was discharged after 1 day.
Yeah.
Meaning that I was thinking if we went back and we could maybe rescind the refund and he could stay there another day and then he would get better, hopefully.
Yeah. So we go back, we bring him inside, we're drenched, and they immediately put us in a room.
Which is cool, but then they make us wait an hour.
Yeah, there's like a good amount of time before the vet can come in.
It was an hour.
It was an hour, yeah.
It was an hour.
And then finally someone...
because I went out and yelled at somebody, they were like, okay, yeah, fine, we'll go, blah, blah, blah. So then they get the fucking tech to come out, and she's like, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. And she said the reason that they discharged him was because we only had the finances for 1 day.
Which I wish I had the papers on me. I still haven't found the papers. But if I'm not mistaken, they charged me...
They charged him for 2 days.
For 2 days, including 2 days worth of IV.
Yeah.
And yeah, because there's also the miscellaneous fee, which is just whatever, It
was like, if anything came up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So then that doesn't make sense to me.
I'm fairly certain that when they quoted me the second time, there was a second day worth of hospitalization. They only took off
right
blood work and scans.
Well, but I mean, like, to me, regardless of all this, the fact that they started out by talking about money instead of talking about what the next steps are for this cat.
Yeah.
They started out by being like, no, what you paid for was 24 hours of fluids and that's it. And blah, blah. You didn't want to do this. You didn't want to do that because you didn't have any money, blah, blah, blah. You're fucking poor and that's why your cat's dead, and basically just putting it back on us. And it literally didn't make any sense. It was like, to me, it was like, okay. So she said that she never quoted you for 2 days. Like, even the 2,000 wasn't for 2 days. No,
that was a quote for 2 days. 100%. That was a quote. Yeah, and like the reason why it was that much. Okay, so the pet fee was, if I'm not mistaken, $150 because it was an emergency.
Well, I mean, we don't have to go through it. It just you can go look at the numbers and it would make sense to anybody.
Yeah, because hospitalization was like $250 a day.
Right.
And then there was and
then there was everything else that they had to do, like IVs and everything.
Yeah.
So okay, so like fucking. It would make sense that if you stripped the things of everything that they wanted to do extra, like fucking blood work and x-rays, that it would be $1,300, right?
Yes.
And then they refunded you $500.
Yeah.
What service did they not provide that cost $500 that wasn't just an extra day?
I don't know.
What was it?
Who knows?
I don't know. Nobody told us. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and then
So basically, we're like, all right, can we take that $500 and put it towards another day?
Yeah, and it's still canceled.
And guess what they say, Josh? But guess what they say, guys?
They're gonna
because it's Saturday.
So they couldn't cancel the refund because the
it's
bank's
fucking
closed.
Saturday.
Yeah, the bank's closed. But okay, they can't do that. They quote us $700 on the high end.
Well, no, it's shitty to be like, just fucking give us the fucking benefit of the doubt.
No, yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
No, I get it. Yeah,
there's so many more things you can do in a business rather than just being like, oh, oops, bank's closed. Seems like your cat's gonna die. That's fucking stupid.
No, yeah, it's dumb. But okay, so hold on, where are we at in the story? The can't cancel the refund. Have we already talked about the new quote?
Yeah. Talk about
the new quote was going to be $700 on the high end, $600 low end for another 24 hours.
Right. Which makes more sense then as to why $1,300 would be for 2 days.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Duh.
And not only that, too, they never called us that first day to pick them up.
No, we had to call them.
Yeah. And then then we're like, then we say, okay, we have the refund pending. I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
Can we use that towards that and then do it? And then they said because it's Saturday, they can't do it. And then they say, this is the important part, is that even though they could cancel it, and try and get it back. They still wanted half of the high end or half of the low end as collateral in case they can't.
No, it was half of the high end.
It was half of the high end? Yeah. So it was half of the high end, even though if they cancel it, they'll have $500.
Yeah. So then they would just refund us again.
Yeah.
Later. And we already told them we can't do that.
Yeah.
We can do a very specific thing where if you put the 500 towards the amount, we can do the rest.
We can cover the like 150 or 200 it was.
And I swear to God, when we did the math, the difference was $100.
Yeah. The $100 was
the
difference between a day and over there or over here.
And they were like, no.
Why do that?
Can't, you're too poor. So what they do is they charge us fucking $70 for a
take-home
IV that we
have the bag.
Poke our cat. It's a tiny little IV bag.
It's an IV bag for a cat, and there's a little needle, and they teach us how to get into his skin.
They would rather spend the time and teach us how to do an IV on a cat ourselves, than work with us to get them to do it.
Exactly,
because that's how much they hate working, and also that's as much they hate money.
Yeah,
they love money.
They love money.
They hate working and they love money.
Love money,
and they fucking hate cats being all sick and shit, making me work.
God, another cat in the fucking kernel I gotta take care of.
God
gross.
Damn, fucking gross.
I wish there was a job where you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I know, right? Fucking gotta take care of sick cats all day.
Yeah, so we do the IV
at their
place. Yeah, become an accountant.
If you love
care
money
about
that
money
much,
this much, yeah.
Just be a fucking accountant. Don't kill people's cats for a living. God damn it.
So we take him home.
Yeah.
We take him home. It's raining. It's like what, like 8 at night.
Yeah.
We try to give him his next meds, and he will not take them. Just won't.
This kid was like
midnight. We gave him his last dose of meds we would ever give him, as well as his last IV pump. And
it's so fucked up, man.
It's really fucked up.
It really is. The things that we had to look at, that we had to do to this cat to try to get him to live,
just for him to peace out,
just for him to just be like, you know what, fam, I'm done.
Yeah, we tried to so we have dressers in our living room. We wanted to keep him separate from the other cats, so he stayed in the bedroom with us tonight.
Yeah, because we didn't want him to get stressed out by the other cats, because he still wasn't used to the other cats.
Exactly,
just moved in,
and we've been trying to get him used to him before, but to varying degrees of success. Between moving in and getting used to the cats, having 2 different things at once was not good for him. I think.
No.
And we tried to give him his last bit of meds, but like he just wouldn't take any of it.
He would literally, like,
his mouth was shut, like, completely.
Would not. I had to. Yeah. He wouldn't swallow. I had to shove my finger into the side of his mouth to make him open up his mouth
as I put the thing into him. And like, and honestly, at this point, this is in hindsight, he was ready to go.
He really wanted to go.
He couldn't stand whatever pain he was in, because we don't know what he died of officially.
Still,
we'll just never know. Yeah. And that sucks. And it fucking, especially when he was looking good.
He was
12 hours prior.
Yeah.
Just for him to within 16 hours, just really go from what was okay to, I have to call every single person in my family to let them know about this. Well, and I'm not going to talk about, I don't want to talk about waking up to him.
We woke up to the scene, and we witnessed it.
Yeah.
And it was terrible and god awful.
It's burned in my memory. And there's so many things went wrong in the process of trying to get him help, that I can't blame him for wanting to go. Like, it sucks. Yeah. I mean, it fucking sucks, man. And it's been a week, and like, it
is a lesson in capitalism. The war on poor people isn't just fuck you, poor people. It's creating barriers between specific things that the rich people, the royalty, can have, and the poor can have.
Exactly.
And a lot of things that are just so very unnecessary. And, this happens in all aspects of life. And this is the first time that it happened to us in such an extreme amount.
Within at the worst possible time because we just moved in and spent pretty much all of our savings into getting this move done.
Yeah.
And we didn't even finish the move up until like 3 days ago.
Yeah, we did it after this cat died.
Yeah, we were forced to because another place fucked over Sarah and taking her money.
Yeah.
That's fun. Like every single thing
this past month went wrong. It's been really
fucking bad. And it's getting easier every day.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. Like I'm able to. Last week I would not have been able to come on here and talk about this. Today I can because it's been just enough time to where like it was his time. I got fucked over horribly, as did he. But I mean, talking with my family about the life he lived helped every single thing that happened. And it sucks too. And you bring the point of like the rich versus poor and like it fucking sucks that like we now have this ever growing battle of like, how do we just scrape by? What do we have to do to survive and make sure that we still have this roof over our head?
Yeah.
And like, I won't accept like, so even though I quoted the $2,000 earlier, I was still overall, I spent about $2,000 on this cat in a matter of 2 days because the first emergency event was like $700.
And then it was the $1,300, but then you got $500 back, but then we had to go back and then
they gave us the $100. And it was just such a fucking clusterfuck. Yeah. And like, why do we have money? And why is it that even after all of this, my first instinct is like, I need to try and fix this by earning more money. When in reality, that shouldn't have been a question. And it sucks now that a lot of my decision making for the past week has been, okay, what can I do while I'm working to supplement some of this loss?
Right.
And like, I mean, and it sucks too, because it's now, like you and I have been talking about, like we were talking about before, like becoming a partnership, like a month ago, like officially becoming like an entity, quote unquote, for the podcast and like all the stuff that we do. So that way,
actually running it like a business instead of just a hobby.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be a hobby for a good amount of time.
Yeah, we fucking love it.
Yeah, exactly. But just like
turning it into a business isn't going to take the joy away.
Yeah, and then but like the week prior to his death, we finally became a partnership.
Like
literally, like it sucks that all this happened at the same time.
Like and literally days.
The fact that there's now a negative number in one card that I have is like, fuck, I need to start focusing on some sort of side thing. And then it's, and like the fact that it's been coloring my decisions for the past week is depressing.
Right. Well, I think of it as like, there's like Sigma grind set shit. And I'm actually saying this like legitimately, the hustle culture, those people, the principles that they live by are true. Like, in fact, rich people think in the long term and poor people think in the short term. But you can't just become rich by thinking in the long term.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you have to. There's a lot of luck. It's just.
Well, it means that as a poor person, you might not live to see the long term, because if you're like, oh, if I only eat rice for the rest of my life, then I'll live to see $1,000 in my bank account when I'm 30.
Yeah, and then
but you can't fucking live on rice.
Exactly, and
you can't. You might fucking kill yourself because you've only been eating rice and working extra hard for 20 years. It's not fair.
It's not fair. No, of course not.
What the fucking royalty is trying to tell you is that the poor people who don't want to just eat rice for 20 years and, want to not have to live a life in where they want to kill themselves.
And, they spend $5 on Starbucks. They don't want it. They don't want to.
You know what? They're just fucking beggars, bro. They're entitled to your money.
And it's like, fuck, man.
No, man. We just wanted our cat to be alive.
Exactly. And now here we are.
And we got discriminated against because we weren't making enough money.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's just...
and as a consequence, our cat fucking died. Yeah. Regardless of if he was going to die or not. we still spent all this time and stress and energy trying to make sure that he was okay.
All for it
to just not be, I missed out on work. I had to do the rest. I had to dump the rest of my PTO into it.
I missed a lot of work too because of this. Yeah. And
so we're also taking a significant loss as well.
And you have to juggle all of these things over and over.
It's not a correct system.
And then when I went to work, it was used as a distraction from the grief I was feeling.
Yes.
And it's like, fuck.
And that's how they get you addicted to work. Is they break down every other part of your life. And by they, I mean the bourgeoisie.
Yes.
Literally, I do. They break down every other significant part of your life, your relationships, your everything. Like, say you were grieving, like if we had broken up and you had to go to work.
Yeah.
Say you're grieving your relationship. And that's the only thing that you're thinking about. And you're not grieving. You're not in that stance grieving.
Yeah,
you're not working through your emotions. You're just being a worker.
You're just working, and
that feels better than dealing with your emotions.
Yeah, but you're broken because of it.
Yes,
and
they don't care.
They don't give a shit. They don't give a.
They care about
fuck about that.
You wanting to go to work, even though it is counterproductive because, if you're building a system on broken people. You better have overpopulation because they're all gonna fucking kill themselves, bro. Like shit, man. It's a fucking terrible system.
Broken people lead to a broken system in the long term. As much as we talk about the rich people
that are making this broken system.
No, it's well, I know that. I mean, as in, the system will collapse upon itself if you decide to treat people poorly because the people that are working for you, are making your money
and are the ones that are also suffering. That's not the way to treat, the people that make the majority of the money. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're just kind of dealing with capitalism.
We're dealing with capitalism
this past month and grief and grief, a lot of very human things to go through.
For the time being, foreseeable future, we will be dealing with capitalism a lot more than I was anticipating.
Yep. Welcome to being an adult.
Yeah. So anyway, let us know what you guys want on the Patreon when we start.
Yeah, we're gonna start. So this long thing was this long was just a whole build up to our Patreon. This is a big gimmick.
Put a bullet in me. That's half a joke and half the truth, by the way. It really is.
We are
I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're gonna do a mid-roll in a second.
Yep.
But we're gonna take a second to decompress from that long story. Thank you for sticking us out this far.
Story, yeah.
Rest in peace, Leolo. And
rest in peace, Leolo.
Before we go to that mid-roll, I want to say cheers.
Cheers to Leolo.
Cheers to Leolo. And cheers to you guys for listening so far. And thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you so much for listening. This has been like podcast popping off on TikTok and getting more listeners.
All this happening while
we're going through all this stress has been like the only nice thing that's been happening.
Honestly,
to us.
So
thank you very much.
I appreciate a lot of you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Shout out to the one person. I keep seeing when you guys follow a lot of your guys' names. I can't pull it up right now because I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah,
I do have my phone on me, but I don't want to take it out because I'm holding coffee.
Right.
Some of you guys' names are hilarious and
you guys are really fucking funny.
Also, thank you guys for complimenting the set.
Yeah, thank you.
I worked hard on it after
he did
before the Leolo died.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be right back after a quick decompression from us.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, welcome to the mid-roll.
Hello, this is the mid-roll.
There's no no one's sponsoring this episode.
Nope.
But we do want to talk about you. We started a tipping jar.
Yep. Buy me a coffee.
Yeah, we have a buy me a coffee. The page. The link will be down in the description.
Yep. If you like the content that we're making and you're like, oh shit,
you want to toss like $5 our way.
Like, if you feel bad for us being poor motherfuckers, you can just throw like $3 our way, you know,
and
we'll
full
be very
disclosure,
grateful.
we literally were planning on doing this like 2 weeks ago,
We
and
were.
then everything happened.
Yeah, it's not like our cat
But
died.
we have to, yeah.
Then we are asking for money.
Yeah, no, it's not because of that. Sorry, please do not think that like.
Yeah, don't give us money because our cat died. Don't
give us
worry.
money because you think we're funny.
Yeah, give us money because you like our content.
Thank you.
And we're also thinking about starting a Patreon. Soon.
Yeah, and we will.
We want your guys' input on what kind of content that we're going to, we put on there.
You want to put onto it, yeah. And for right now, we're thinking the Patreon will only be $1 a month, and you'll get access to everything.
Or like a pay as you go. Like you can pay more if you feel like you want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the minimum's going to be $1.
Minimum's going to be $1, and then if you add on to it, that'd be greatly appreciated. But you'll still get the same amount of content. Times are rough right now.
And we don't want to
everybody, and
we don't want to exclude you from our content just because,
or even supporting other people, because a lot of other people make great content. I'm personally Patreon to Big Joel.
You are.
And I don't want to pimp out his stuff, but like I like it,
Yeah, Big Joel's great.
Yeah, but like if you want to support more than multiple creators and then us, we'll make it accessible to you guys. And then
absolutely.
Please let us know. Probably the best way to get to us to figure out what to do would be I'll restart the Twitter page for this podcast as well as the Instagram for this podcast.
Or just comments in YouTube, because we don't have that many comments. So we're gonna read it.
Pretty much, yeah. We'll read everything.
Yeah.
I see y'all.
I mean, even on TikTok, we literally read every single comment.
If you guys literally want us to make us a TikTok just asking what you guys would want in a Patreon, let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll make that so everyone can at least see that. We can do that tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But cool.
Yep. Thank you.
And back to the show after nothing, I guess.
After these
I give you
commercial
the A-tone.
messages. Beep.
Beep. All right, but you know, Sarah, dead cats don't get views on TikTok. You know what does get views on TikTok?
Adrenochrome. Do you think Leolo had adrenochrome in him that we missed out?
He went out on a high.
Like, when he was fucking...
As he was dying, we could have drank his blood and just started. Cut.
Anyway, Josh, I got some Reddit stuff for you.
You got some Reddit stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Well, shiver me timbers. Let's get in. Let's just jump into it. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Reddit segment. That's the name of it. Fuck you if you think we're going to name it something different.
Oh, my God.
Should I put on red lights for the
Reddit? Because it's Reddit?
Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Okay, fuck. Oh, my God. You're going to break everything.
There's already a remote over here. I just didn't see it.
We're going to break all of our fucking bullshit.
2 remotes.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bitch. You can't even see it because the curtain's red.
Hell yeah, fam. Hell yeah. Okay. So I have 4 things. We're only going to do 2.
But do I have to pick the 2?
Yeah, you have to pick.
Before we do this, okay, so before Leolo died, I actually had Reddit posts picked out. I was going to bring them back. So, yeah.
So his ones are old. Mine are from today.
No.
Oh?
I had like 7 posts that I was going to go through and try to figure out which one to use. 6 of them were deleted in the past week.
Oh, shit.
So, fair warning, I feel like if we talk about one that we saw tonight, there's a good chance they'll just be fucking deleted.
You might not be able to find them because we do sort by controversial.
We sort by controversial.
So these people might just get bullied off the internet.
A lot of the ones that I had were 0 upvotes and then deleted.
That makes sense.
And the ones I have today are 0 upvotes and probably going to be deleted.
I think mine are too. I'm gonna be a little harsh on people today. I think
I'm gonna make fun of some boys.
I'm making fun of. Well, I'm not making fun of. I'm being harsh. I'm giving criticism.
Yeah,
to women.
Oh
yes.
Oh shit! All right, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Just cut my cam, Josh, and just have it on Sarah the whole time. Then when it comes to me, just have a black screen.
It's feminist criticism.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay,
fair enough.
Okay.
Let me get my LaCroix ready because this is...
So the first one is, things have changed in my relationship since I've, female 24, decided not to go abroad.
Okay.
Okay. And then let me go to the next one. I'm female 22. Never mind. It's fucking deleted.
Oh my God. I called it.
Damn.
I knew it. I knew that these would get fucking deleted.
Okay.
What was that? 2 hours between you finding it?
Fucking right though. Holy shit. Okay, so this one is, I broke off my friends with benefits, but I miss him.
Ooh.
And I want to give you a thing. The ages are female 18 and male 28.
Okay, real quick, because I know I already hear the comments of like, oh, my parents had an age gap.
Yeah, my parents had an age gap.
No,
this is inappropriate.
This is inappropriate. This is
like, my parents had a 20-year age gap. I still think that was probably not awesome.
A little weird.
Yeah,
but like, okay, fucking barely legal 18-year-old.
Bro, it's amazing. That one has got to be
God.
one of them, I think.
Jesus.
But maybe not the first one.
I feel like I'm pushing it kind of close if I started dating an 18-year-old. I feel like it feels weird.
Yeah, I would not date an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I feel like, God, that's kind of...
I would pass out. Pass out every day. They would be like, fucking, I gotta go play. I don't even know. Like, what are the 18-year-olds? What are they into? I gotta do POV groomed? TikToks or something like that, you know?
Did you not hear me say being groomed?
Being groomed? What are the 18-year-olds into? Being groomed? Thanks, Josh. Victim shaming. That's what we like to portray on our fucking podcast, is that 18-year-olds love to go out there and get groomed. It's their favorite thing.
They love it. They were the way they dress, they asked for it, okay?
All right. I'm stopping you there. So the next one is, I, female 29, moved in with my boyfriend of 1 year, male 26, and his roommate / best friend, male 29.
That's not gonna be. That's gonna be a.
That's some wacky shenanigans.
That's gonna be some wacky shenanigans. I actually saw one that was like, the boyfriend condescends me.
Really?
Or the roommate condescends me because I moved in with my boyfriend's roommate.
Oh,
there were okay, so I have two because I found
you gotta choose one of mine. You can't just go on to yours.
Well, okay, yeah, okay, fine. But
God damn it.
I guess the point I was gonna make is that there's a lot of like similar posts that were all posted within like 3 hours of each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
a lot of these were like, I have a friends with benefits, I have a situationship, or I'm in my boyfriend's roommate, and my boyfriend's roommate is causing problems, or something like that. Recently, today, there's a lot of those.
Yeah,
so they are very similar. But I have one of each, basically.
Yeah, I say you said one was wacky, and I feel like we should start wacky.
Okay, so
we have to change the tone somehow, Sarah. Somehow, just miraculously, we have to convince people that this isn't going to be just Depression Fest.
Okay,
2021.
So I, female 29, moved in with my boyfriend of 1 year, male 26, and his roommate / best friend, male 29.
Okay, all right. So far, so good. That I see nothing wrong.
So, okay, I didn't notice this before, but she says, my boyfriend of 1 year. And then the first sentence goes, I moved in with my boyfriend and his best friend about 6 months ago. So, moving in with somebody 6 months into the relationship.
Okay, this just got a little interesting now.
I don't think it doesn't necessarily matter in this situation.
No, I don't think it does. I
just think it's interesting.
It's definitely interesting. I think, because it took us 3 years to move in together.
Oh yeah.
We
know people who were fucking together for 3 years and they're getting fucking married. And I'm not saying that.
Not saying that's a bad thing, but like,
Josh, when are we gonna get married? Because dear God, no, please don't do that to me. Please don't.
It's every relationship will vary. I completely get that. That being said, I do think it feels fast to me, personally, at least.
But,
already interesting.
I guess it is a little. Let me get through the post.
Okay, I get through it. Yeah.
I moved in with my boyfriend and his best friend about 6 months ago. All of this was planned and talked through between the three of us. Originally, we split rent evenly between the three of us, but our roommate had the opportunity to purchase the house we rented and did. It was discussed that rent would be close to the same, plus minus $200. I don't know how that's even moderately close to the same. Weird. Maybe we're just poor, but like
rent before was $2,000 a piece, and it's only 10% of a difference. Don't worry.
$200, I would fucking kill myself.
I would not be able to.
That's insanity.
That's ridiculous, actually.
And if it went down $200, I would go get drunk right now. I would.
That would be So okay.
Holy shit.
That's a pretty. Where do you live? New York? Like,
I know,
what the fuck?
Right? What the fuck? How do you have all this money?
I can't imagine $200 being so minimal per person.
Yeah, That's true.
Again, I feel like it has to be a couple. It has to be like
she says later it's like multiple thousands
per person.
Yeah.
You guys live in a fucking mansion?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you guys like Jake Paul and like 2 other friends?
This is Team 10 writing.
This is a Team 10 buying.
Fucking,
so I run a YouTube channel and also use it. And we had to get a mansion just to film our wacky antics. Are you kidding me?
Such as lighting a mattress on fire.
We had to make a TikTok hype house.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. Okay, continue.
Okay, so it was discussed that rent would be close to the same, plus minus $200, as the mortgage wouldn't cost much more than rent/utilities did.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Now my boyfriend and I are paying double what we paid before. This was sprung on us after the mortgage was finalized. It has been financially tough, but with adjustments and budget, manageable. How?
Okay, all right, hold on.
How can you make that work?
This is fake. This is so fake. I'm sorry. This can't be real, right? Like,
I don't know. Some people make a lot of money, man.
No, I know people make a lot of money. I know I'm not one of them. But okay. So it's obviously like a house, right? You probably renting out a house.
How is the mortgage that much more than rent?
Exactly. Yeah. That doesn't. I mean, usually mortgage and rent should be about the same in the long term.
I mean, honestly, though, oftentimes mortgage is way less than rent, especially in the long term.
If not the same, less. Yeah, like that makes no.
It should be significantly less.
Yeah, because when you rent out a thing, you're managing a property and you're taking your cut,
and you're taking a specific set amount.
You have to make it more above the mortgage that you're paying to rent it out, unless you've owned it forever.
Yeah,
when you have a rent, your goal is to make a profit.
Yes,
and then you also have to worry about hiring maintenance and hiring all these things. So this is weird. This is already
buy
weird.
A house, you put down a down payment and you pay a fucking a monthly amount to pay off the rest of the amount that the house is priced at.
You have the cost is you have to take care of your own shit, and if shit breaks, it's on you.
Right.
Whatever. All right. Okay.
Whatever.
But continue. This is so weird already.
However, a few months back, I saw a letter from the bank laying out on the kitchen counter and discovered we are actually paying for the entire mortgage.
I was thinking that, unironically, this motherfucker just became your landlord.
Yes.
That's the funniest long con.
Imagine being best friends with somebody.
Best friends with someone for like 5 years plus.
And pulling the ultimate dupe. The ultimate dupe. He brings his fucking he brings his fucking shitty girlfriend into his house. Your best friend brings his shitty girlfriend into his house, and you are saving $200,000 in your bank account, and you're just like,
I'm about to buy this house.
I'm about to ruin this man's fucking life. I'm about to fucking get rid of this man.
Fucked, actually.
Some roommates, they take the dirty dishes and they put it on your bed.
Holy shit.
This man's became your fucking landlord, your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Holy shit. So, okay.
Wow, this is already great.
This is my favorite. Okay, this is weighed heavily on me/us. Our house is shared, but not exactly. We have the smallest bedroom, half size of the roommate. We don't get to have our own bathroom. Roommate flip-flops between the two bathrooms. I never know which is okay to use, especially while getting ready for work/showering. That's the worst.
So wait,
he showers in both and keeps various tools/products in each and gets visibly upset if I'm in his way.
That is so funny.
He's just using
the whole fucking house and putting his best friend, shoving you guys into a broom closet,
and then making you pay for the whole thing.
And making you pay for the whole fucking thing.
And you guys are too fucking.
And he's busy showering in both.
You guys are too fucking polite to like yell at him.
Be like, come on.
Just to be like, bro,
you went to Reddit first.
You're an ass. You went to Reddit. Why did you go to Reddit first? Yell at this guy.
This guy is stealing money from you. Becoming your lived-in landlord. Taking pisses and shits and coming everywhere in both the fucking bathroom. Using his tools. A fleshlight. That's what that means. It's a fleshlight. Double-ended. Like, it's not.
Why are you still here? It doesn't make any damn sense.
Move out.
Fucking move out.
Holy shit.
It gets worse. I'm not allowed to decorate. I'm not allowed to leave any personal items in shared spaces. Last time I left my jacket and purse in the living room, they were thrown on the floor in front of my bedroom door. The audacity.
Gotta put that bitch's shit in its place.
fucking. Oh my God.
Holy shit. So, okay, we're already at a point where you should leave.
You ever have a fucking roommate that thinks that you're entitled when really they are the entitled ones?
Exactly.
So funny. It's so fucking funny.
I can't. This is so. And he's just busy like playing games all day, right?
He's just busy going to work and showering in two different bathrooms.
I could not fathom.
We have two bathrooms. And we haven't even touched the other one.
Barely used the other one.
Yeah, we only go in there to piss, pretty much. We
don't
even
during this
there.
podcast, one time a week, and whenever I'm working and I'm too lazy to walk to the 10 feet to the other side of the house.
Yeah, literally.
Like
we didn't even set up the fucking shower in there.
Yeah,
it's like
who the fuck's gonna use it?
Yeah, why? We have a shower, and we can communicate with each other and say, "Hey, are you taking a shower?
Are you gonna take a shower now?" Yeah.
Okay, I will take a shower now.
And if you need, if by some miracle of God you need to take a piss while I'm in the shower, you can use that bathroom.
Go in there.
That's the emergency toilet at best.
Literally. Or if, fucking Joe Biden calls us up and is like, guys, I'm coming to your house right now, and we're both stinky bastards. We'll just go take a shower at the same time.
Exactly.
That's the only reason.
That's the only time, yeah. If we're in a rush to get clean.
Literally anybody else, I don't know why we would
Joe Biden
care about our appearance enough.
Yeah.
It's just Joe Biden. Fucking okay.
Okay, so we're already the weirdest landlord
about stupid shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not a messy roommate. I lightly clean every day and deep clean the entire house once or twice a week.
All right, you're also insane.
That's too
Every
much.
person in this house is insane.
That's entirely too much.
I know there's a boyfriend involved, and I'm very curious to see what happens with him. But like,
I love this.
But like,
I love his reaction.
Oh yeah. Okay. Keep going then, because there's too much already. I'm like overloaded already on this one. Like,
okay. In addition, my boyfriend and I spend over $500 a month on organic groceries, which are freely eaten, and I will occasionally get a Venmo for $50 towards them.
Occasionally get 10% of the groceries.
Unless
when
she's
3 of you.
Wildly over exaggerating every dollar amount, which I think could maybe be the case.
That's very possible. Yeah, but like
this is insanity.
This is not a real person, right?
What job do you have that you can spend even for 3 people
$500 on organic groceries a month? And then sometimes
why even I don't know. That's just weird.
What bank are you working for as like a hedge fund manager? Like what? This is.
You work for the fucking government or something?
How do you have this money and also can't leave?
That's what I'm saying.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Do you have a blood pact? Like what the fuck?
You have a blood pact?
Are you like bound by the Necronomicon or some fucking bullshit? Like this doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah. It's insanity.
Do you not have a suitcase lying around? Like even then, I can at least be like, "Well, you don't want to put it all in a paper bag." Yeah, I get it.
No,
I
don't want to. Are you fucking kidding me? As soon as
these rich people are like, "Yeah, no."
My apartment complex was like, "We're gonna hike your rent up $50 a month," and I was like, "I'm fucking out of here. I'm getting out of here. You guys are pieces of shit." And these people rent doubled, and they can't use their entire house, and they're just like, "But I'm worried about him." Like. He can deal with it, honey bear.
It's impossible.
Okay, I've discussed our living situation with my boyfriend numerous times, but he just gets sad and worried.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is he sad and worried?
He's friends with his fucking roommate.
I really listen. I just there's got to be something that's not being said, right? Either to her or to us. Something.
Yeah, something. Like him and his roommate are having like hardcore gay sex at night. You know?
This is a swinger couple and they're just...
He can't pay. Like she's the only one paying for the mortgage and he can't pay the rest of the mortgage. So he pays for it through hardcore gay sex. Fucking... He's expressed concern in talking to our roommate as our roommate tends to have emotional issues and struggles with confrontation of any kind. He also worries about leaving his best friend alone / behind to move out on our own. And this is what I want to say to that. If you have emotional issues and you're really afraid of confrontation, probably don't be a fucking asshole that steals a bunch of money from your friends.
Yeah, that seems a little weird to me. I feel like,
I don't know, maybe
try and be a good person and not leech money from your friends.
And I promise you probably wanted to deal with confrontation anymore. Maybe maybe not.
Scam.
You fucking dumbass.
So crazy to me.
It's just like those asshole friends that you have that are just like, they cause a bunch of fucking problems, and then you go to them and you're like, why are you being an asshole? And then they're just like, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, yeah, sure, let's help you. And then they don't want help.
I don't need help. It's fine.
Fuck it. I don't want to fucking... I don't need your help. And then you're like...
Then what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, like...
Nothing gets solved then. Like, I mean, shit, man.
Like, if you're stabbing me, and I say, hey, please stop stabbing me, and then you say, I can't because it makes me happy to stab people, and I get sad when I don't stab anybody. And you're real good at getting stabbed. And I'm like... maybe we can try some other things to stop this from happening, because I'm hurting and I'm getting stabbed. And then you're like, no, I can only stab you. Yeah, sorry, you're just gonna have to deal with it. No,
of course not.
No,
fucking of course not.
No. That's not my problem. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's not my problem. I've been trying to just accept the changes and bite my tongue, but the stress is really getting to me. No fucking shit.
It's already gotten to me.
Yeah, it's gotten to me. And I read this thing twice.
You read this months ago.
Yeah. Like, that's wild.
This is insane.
Every day I spend more time hiding in the tiny bedroom I pay thousands for, worrying about what the future holds. I can see and feel myself slipping into depression.
I mean, I get it. And yeah, of course, you're getting scammed.
Yeah.
And you've been getting scammed. 100% I can agree and understand that. But, like, you have to do something about it. Especially if your boyfriend's not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
Am I loopy? Am I crazy?
Like, that's what I'm fucking saying.
I feel like this is like... What is happening? Okay,
what do Redditors think about this situation? What do you guys think?
I think...
Especially since it's a fucking woman asking this.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have left your shit out.
Fucking, it's his right to ask for whatever. You don't have to conform. You can move. Just stop complaining if you stay.
Okay, whoa, hold on there. Good news, you had a nugget of truth in there covered in a mile of bullshit.
Hey, buddy, how you can suck my fucking dick, bro?
So,
bro,
okay.
Hey, buddy.
Listen. We're saying, hey, you should probably move out, but I don't think we have... You can say that without saying you're a dumb bitch if you're staying there. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't...
Just stop getting raped. Like, that's right? What it is.
It's
just
complain if you let it happen.
Don't fucking complain. You liked it, then you bitch.
That's so insane to me.
Such a man's
it's Redditor. It's Reddit. I can't be surprised, but like...
It's just, oh my God, shut the fuck up. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. If you're gonna say shit like that, you should shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like this person is going through a lot, and maybe you should. If you don't have any empathy, you should stop speaking to people.
Yeah,
like you should really stop.
Just say, hey, it's rough. Confront him yourself. Your boyfriend's not gonna do anything. If nothing changes, try whatever you can to move out.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a cold, callous bitch to somebody, you should not talk to them.
Probably not talk to them. Yeah,
you should not do that. Don't do that. That's crazy. Like, what the fuck? And everybody's basically saying you should just move out, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Anti-fascist says, okay. The hard fact here is the roommate is the landlord and can set whatever rent he wants. What I'd suggest you do is either talk to him openly and candidly in a house meeting or start looking for somewhere else to live, maybe with just you and your partner instead of with roommates.
Yeah, and that's fair. That's 100% fair.
If your boyfriend doesn't want to move, you'll need to figure out if you can stand living there under those conditions or want to get your own place.
Yeah, and that's 100% fair. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
As opposed to the first guy.
Yeah.
Stop bitching about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
That's mine.
That's your first one?
Yeah.
All right. You want to alternate back and forth then?
Yeah, that works for me.
All right. So I have two stories that are basically the same.
Okay.
But in their own special way.
Mm-hmm.
In their own like let me see. No, okay. Sorry, everyone. Just got to pull up my own DMs.
Beautiful.
That's the only way I do this.
Yeah, I text mine to myself.
Yeah. Email?
Shmeemail.
Okay. So these are both similar. But I think this is interesting because these are both men.
Interesting.
And these are also young people.
Okay.
Oh, this one's a young person. So are you ready?
Yes.
Girl, 19 female, leaving me, 19 male, for getting with her best friend, 19 female, before the relationship.
So he got with her best friend before he got with her.
Yeah, and then so
she left him because she found out he was with her best friend before her.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and don't worry. There's gonna be markers here. Don't worry.
All right. Cool.
There's gonna be code names.
Oh, good. That's my favorite thing about r/ relationships is the code names.
So, all right, here we go. This only has 1 upvote and 4 comments, by the way. This
Beautiful.
is I dug
wait.
deep for this because there's a theme to mine.
Okay.
Hey everyone, need some advice. So I really liked this girl, say girl A. She had a boyfriend for the past 2 years, but was very, very close with me, parentheses, closer than even him. I fell in love with her, but I wanted to get my mind off her, as I hated it. I got with her best friend, say girl B, a few times to get my mind off.
If anybody called me girl B, I'm showing up at night with chains, whipping them around, fucking making you terrified of my ass. I'll be like, is this girl B enough for you, motherfucker? I'll fucking, oh my God.
So,
holy shit.
It was only physical and we just hooked up a few times. Girl B and Girl A got in tons of fights and Girl A wasn't sure why. She cried to me and I never had the balls to tell her about everything. So about 2 weeks ago, I stopped getting with Girl B. Girl A broke up with her boyfriend for me, and we ended up going on a date and having a nice night afterwards. I felt like I had to tell her, so I did. I told her about Girl B, and she ran out of my room, texted me saying, quote, fuck you, that I'm an asshole, I can't keep my dick in my pants, and that she wants me out of her life. She blocked me on everything, but periodically unblocks me to tell me, quote, fuck you, and that I am a piece of shit.
All right.
I really enjoyed what we had, even if it was just for one night.
Bro,
and
why?
wanted
She sounds
back.
fucking crazy, honestly.
I know I fucked up by doing that with her friend, but I just want another chance. She refuses to talk to me, and she only talked to me once since then, and I don't know how to approach this. She also made sure to let me know she got with another guy to spite me. Advice?
Funny.
TLDR, I got with a girl's best friend before our relationship, kept secrets in parentheses, then told her about it, and she hates me now.
19-year-old problems are so funny.
19-year-olds are so, yeah.
And you know what? This sounds like hot people problems to me a lot. You know, when you're just like, I fucked one girl, and then I fucked another girl, and then the other girl was mad that I fucked the other girl, and then now we just got these 2 women that are just mad at me. But it sounds like you both emotionally cheated on whoever you were with another person, and everybody got mad at you, and now you're wondering why anybody is mad at you.
Yeah.
Block her, move on. You're both dipshits in this scenario. Learn to not do this again.
I did dumb shit at 19. I'm not bitching about it now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like,
fuck, bro. I'm fucking 24. I did a crazy dumb shit when I was 19. Yeah. Like, you know, just chill out. Just chill. You got the rest of your life to be a better person, fam. You're doing a bad job right now.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's also like being weird.
Yeah, no. So I want to point out something real quick. So Reddit will sometimes hide comments that I assume
are bad.
Are just bad.
Yeah, those are the ones that I read.
There's only one that's hidden here.
Fuck yeah.
And I want you to tell me if you think this should have been hidden.
Okay. Oh, that's a good question.
This is from Red and Stimpy, but with a Ren Stimpy is the guy's name.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything to salvage at this point. Someone downvoted that and it got hidden.
What? Somebody's like, there's like, totally something to salvage at this point. Hell yeah.
Which is so weird because none of the other comments say that there's something that should be salvaged. It's not even like an unpopular opinion in this thread.
It might be one of those Reddit things where they think it's just not productive.
Yeah, I guess.
To the conversation. But it's like literally the only thing to say. Like, yeah, he just gets to the point and you're just mad that he's succinct.
Yeah, pretty much. and like, I don't like. There's two comments like, yeah, you're fucked. Let it go. Move on. No way. Someone who had that reaction is ever going to give you a second chance. Not sure why you kept this a secret, but heyo.
Not sure why you kept this a secret,
but heyo.
Heyo. Like well, you've ever been in that situation. I don't ever believe
I don't know
that
why
person.
You would ever fucking not tell anyone about that.
Why would you not tell this girl that you fucked her best friend twice 2 weeks before you got with her?
Why wouldn't you do that? That sounds weird. Why wouldn't you tell her that you got some of that sweet puss, bro?
Bro, if you tell a 19-year-old girl that you looked at her best friend's ass, she would cut your dick off.
Yeah,
like, and also that's how it works.
A best friend that they had a bunch of fights with as well before.
Probably because she was fucking you.
Yeah, you know, like
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one. This is the quote is advice. Before we go into this one,
yeah,
be glad you dodged that bullet. Her not wanting to date someone who previously hooked up with one of friends is fine. That's her choice. Yeah. Many people feel like that, and while it may suck for you, it's not like you can change the past. Sorry, but she doesn't owe you a chance. But her reaction to you was the over the top and immature.
Yeah, it's just immature.
Blocking you and then unblocking you to say F you again and then bragging about that is very funny. Dude, people block me and they don't even do that. And I'm like kind of like God.
No, they probably should, honestly.
They should do that.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. I wouldn't I mean I would expect it and I would be like, that's funny.
God, yeah, like
yeah.
Fuck. Again, she cannot like it, but you didn't actually do anything, quote, wrong. So her anger at you is unjustified. And it says a lot about her. Forget her and just move on. Yeah, it lost me at the end. It lost me at the end a little bit.
Suck my dick. He did do some shit wrong.
Yeah, I feel like...
You know, it's fucking morally vague.
It is morally...
If she thought that it was wrong, then she's allowed to get upset.
Yeah,
she did go a little over the top, but just like continuously,
you can't just act like you did nothing wrong. Like,
no, just block her and move the fuck on.
Exactly. Yeah, you made a mistake.
Eventually, she'll calm the fuck down. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't go back to her because she's never gonna fucking forgive you. Which I mean, is her right.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly.
Damn, yo, fuck, chill out. Both of you need to chill out.
Both of you need to chill out.
Yeah.
Don't go to Reddit.
It's funny that she wouldn't fucked another guy and told you about it, though. It's really funny.
So fucking funny.
That's such a 19-year-old thing to do.
That's a fucking that. God, so young.
I went to a bar and I fucked Jason, and then I did that because of you. And it's like, I would text Jason and be like, "You're welcome, bro. I fucking did that for you.
I'll get some ice cream later."
Fucking tunnel buddies, bro. Fucking tunnel buddies, bro. Fuck yeah.
So yeah, that was a short one. I've just had 2 short ones, honestly.
Yeah.
I couldn't find any good long ones for me because I went specifically to new. I want to see what the fresh young people are up to.
Yeah, I did controversial now, like right now.
Ew.
So okay, this next one I'm gonna do. I broke off my friends with benefits, but I miss him.
All right. Okay.
And I want you to tell me, should she miss him?
I'm going to give a preemptive yes to that. And
maybe it's not yes.
Maybe it's not yes? That seems so weird. That seems so weird, Sarah. I don't know why you would say that early on. Why would you cloud my judgment early on when this is a free country, innocent until proven guilty?
I don't think it's going to be like you're on the fence and then you're biased and that's what's going to pull you over into the not liking this man camp.
All right. Well then man cake?
Camp?
Man camp. I thought you said cake.
Not liking this man dash camp.
Okay, all right. Well, okay. I'm ready.
Okay, me too. I broke off my friends with benefits, but I miss him. I, female 18, had been hooking up with this guy, 28 male.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah, never mind. Sorry, I forgot. No, yeah, I'm off the fence. I'm very much off the fence.
For around 3 months.
Actually, we started dating about 9 months ago, and he was like 27. I would have been 17
and a half.
Yeah,
no.
He said a half.
I, female 18, had been hooking up with this guy, 28 male, for around 3 months.
First of all, that already makes me question a lot.
She was probably 18 the whole time.
I hope
but
she
like
was probably
freshly 18 probably.
Okay, yeah, barely legal.
At first, it was just for fun, and the sex was really amazing. But eventually, we started developing feelings for each other. No fucking way.
I'm gonna have to stop there. This is a 28-year-old man with an 18-year-old. If he's developing feelings, you should run.
Yeah.
I think that's.
God, I just really connect with this 18-year-old.
I just connect with this 18-year-old.
No offense to 18-year-olds, but like, come on, man. Not when you're 28.
Yeah,
fam.
not when you're 28. Wild. What's wrong? Grow up.
It gets so much worse.
Do you go to the children's hospital to fuck babies too while you're at it? Like, that's so much like a
What if that was real? What if that was in here?
So funny.
That was so funny.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't believe that you feel a connection
with an 18-year-old
as a 28-year-old. Yeah,
fresh out of high school.
So mature for your age.
There's so many little bits in here that make me laugh. Okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
Okay. At first it was just for fun, and the sex was really amazing, but eventually we started developing feelings for each other.
Okay.
I found out from a mutual friend that he had feelings for me, and when I confronted him about it, he admitted it. A couple of weeks later, I developed mutual feelings, and we were in a situationship where we were mutually exclusive, but not in a relationship. I hate that.
Already, I'm seeing some problems here, I think.
Anybody who does that to you is taking advantage of you.
Yes,
and I'm really tired of like these men being like...
a 28-year-old taking advantage of an 18-year-old?
Yes.
This is going to be crazy.
But literally, it could be anybody. It could be an 18-year-old with an 18-year-old, a 24-year-old with a 22-year-old. It doesn't matter.
Like 10 years isn't that bad, guys.
There is one.
Guys,
there is one who does that.
There's gonna be someone that says that to us.
There's somebody that says like, keep seeing him because you're cool with it. Okay, during this time, he gave me the key to his apartment and would also take me out on dates. I came around and asked him what exactly were we doing and told him I wanted to have a relationship if we were going to still see each other like this.
Okay.
If we were going, he basically said hell no to that, and he wasn't ready for a serious relationship. But now, I gotta say this next part.
Okay, say it.
He also has a 7-year-old kid, so that is kind of understandable. But why tell me he liked me, give me the key to his apartment, and take me on dates? So this 18-year-old is hung up on a 28-year-old man with a 7-year-old kid.
That's a little sus.
It gets so much worse.
Oh my God.
Actually, trigger warning, sexual assault.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucking all right. Well, this is already weird.
It gets worse
because there's a 10-year gap between the guy and the gal.
Yeah,
and now there's an 11-year gap
between the gal and his kid.
Fucking kid. This is strange.
This is pretty strange.
This is pretty weird.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
I couldn't decide if this was sexual assault because the person writing this didn't say whether or not she really fully consented.
Okay,
but I'm gonna say that it is.
Yeah,
just to be safe. So trigger warning: if you've ever been sexually assaulted and you have triggers around that, don't listen to this part. Okay, we ended deciding to just be friends and to not have sex, but a couple of days later, we decided to hang out at his place. We were both drinking a little bit, and he made my drink for me and put 5 to 6 shots in there.
Okay, this is already fucked.
Yeah, this is really fucked.
This is already fucked, and
I'm gonna skip this part a little bit because it is pretty. Yeah, so basically they end up fooling around a little bit.
Okay,
she doesn't know how her clothes get off. Like she gets super fucking drunk. He basically just gets her drunk and they have sex.
Yeah. Gotta be honest with you guys, a little weird.
She doesn't say
probably not a good thing.
She
probably not.
Kind of says that she consents to it. However, if she didn't know, she also mentions that it was scary that she didn't know that her clothes were off.
I feel like unless you're into some kinky shit and you talk about it beforehand,
it's not.
Probably you shouldn't get scared,
and he shouldn't be pushing for anything if he knows that you've. And he's also
making your drink at his house.
That's fucked up.
That's already fucked.
You don't put 5-6 shots in somebody's drink without telling them.
Yeah, you tell them if they fucking.
Yeah, I'm sorry, honey.
That's a little fucked. There's a lot of like your mind's already, and you're 18.
Yeah. And you're 18 and he's 28 and he has a 7-year-old kid.
I really don't want to be the fucking old boomer that's like, kids, don't do drugs. But like alcohol is one of the worst fucking things you can put. It is. And I know I don't drink now and I don't judge people that do drink because I get it. But like fucking,
it can be used as a weapon.
It could easily be used as a weapon, and it could be used as a dangerous coping mechanism as well. And like it's like, I don't know. I grew up with a bunch of former friends that would talk about getting just wasted.
Yeah.
And I don't think any of them were happy back then, you know? Like,
right. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe
it's the lack of consent in this that makes it really not okay.
No, yeah, sorry. And I'm God, that's just fucked, man.
Okay, well, the next morning I woke up naked in his bed, and then I just left for college and he left for work. I left confused now on our relationship and asked him what we were. He just reiterated that he only wants to keep things casual. So if you want to know why I hate men, people in TikTok, it's guys like this that are like, oh, you know what? I'm 28 and I'm going to go fuck an 18-year-old. And then she's going to be like, what are we? And I'm going to be like, nothing, you dumb whore. But then I'm going to bring her back to my apartment and then drug her and then have sex with her. And then when she asks me, what are we? I'm going to be like, nothing, you dumb whore.
Yeah. And there's going to be assholes that are like, I hate comment sections like this where all these women are supporting each other.
I don't give a shit. Fucking support each other, women.
Support each other, women. Yes,
I'm going to use my fucking platform, our platform, to support women and tell you
100%.
I'm giving you constructive criticism, lady. These men's is scrubs.
They do not give a shit about you.
Scum of the earth.
They're just using you.
They should not have any access to your body. They should not be able to even look at your body if they're going to disrespect you like this.
If they're going to give you 6 shots in your drink, I think you should probably not.
Because it is a slippery slope. Yeah. When a man, cat calls you, it's a slippery slope to giving you 6 shots at his house. Even if you're okay with it. Even if you're like, oh yeah, I want to have sex with this guy. That's fine. And he's not going to feel any sort of emotional relevancy to giving you a relationship. If you believe that he has some sort of respect level for you, he might not.
Probably, yeah.
And it sucks because women that are 18 have to go through this and find out what the red flags are.
Yeah, no, and like I don't know. I think
this, and it was when you were in a situationship, and it was when he was 10 years older than you, and he has a 7-year-old. These are the red flags. Don't fucking deal with this. Don't think that you're like cool and mature and special. No, he's just manipulating
no one
you.
Is yeah, you're just getting manipulated. Yeah. And then he said that he had feelings for you and then still decided to keep it casual. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. I've had that happen to me multiple times, not with older men, but with like
people
boys.
Even our age, yeah.
It's classic. Boys will say, oh my God, I love you. I can't wait till we're married. Can't wait to open a restaurant with you. One guy said to me one time, which was funny. I can't wait to
fucking make a pizzeria.
Hey, we're gonna make a Mamma Mia pizzeria.
Listen,
broke up with me a month later because I don't know, I didn't suck his dick hard enough or something.
You weren't committed to the pizzeria, Sarah. It was gonna be a Super Mario Bros. Themed pizzeria.
No, he probably found some other bitch, and you know what? It's okay. I would rather fucking find somebody who says, I want to be in a relationship with you fucking 4 days in to knowing each other than with somebody else who is just like, oh, I love you. Never mind. I never want to see you again. After I got my nut off, I think I'm good.
How's that how you're supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oops. 3 years later. So I gotta say the last paragraph in this. Yeah, okay.
We're not even done with the Reddit post.
We're not even done with the Reddit post.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry.
The last paragraph goes, that pissed me off so much that I blocked him and unfollowed him on Instagram. But now I keep missing him and want to see him. And I don't know what to do.
Don't.
I know it's not good to text him, but I miss our relationship. I bet he only misses sex, though. Yeah.
That's if I went to Vegas and that was one of the betting options, I would bet all my life savings on he probably just wants sex.
Yes, he does.
It's a pretty solid bet.
That has a 7-year-old from somebody else that isn't in contact with him.
Yeah, they're just fucking
just dipped. I don't know. is just, fuck,
yeah,
man.
no, I think it's pretty, I think you're probably dodging a bit of a bullet if you never see him again.
This poor girl, man.
So what does Reddit think?
Okay, that's a pretty significant age gap. But if you're comfortable with the relationship, then I wouldn't worry. He says he doesn't want anything serious, then you should probably respect that.
You should just keep on sucking his cock all day.
The problem with this
night.
situation is that you don't respect him.
You don't respect him enough to even warrant having his cock down your throat. I bet you don't even make him pancakes in the morning.
I can't deal with people, man, sometimes. Fucking people. People will really sit there after you tell them you were basically sexually assaulted.
Listen,
and they will say you don't have enough respect for the man.
I think we should get rid of age of consent laws because
guys,
I think
as a libertarian, I think the only people the only ways that we should be sexually assaulted is by Fortnite. And by corporations, by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola should be the only one that can ram you up the ass without consent.
If you're old enough to play Fortnite, I think you're old enough to get into a committed relationship. As a libertarian, I believe that.
All right, listen.
I think if you stuck me on an island.
If you can get on Tilted Towers.
If you get on Tilted Towers.
You can get on this tilted cock.
if you're playing Crashes on an island and there's only two of you and the first person that wakes up takes all the coconuts, you should throat his cock just to make sure that you at least get a coconut.
He did all the hard work.
He did all the hard work, yes. He did all the hard work manipulating you when you were 18.
Oh my god.
And you should just respect that. You should, that's a Sigma grind set.
That's a Sigma grind set male. That man is a Sigma.
He's a Sigma male.
Fucking hell yeah. Okay.
Reject traditional relationships. Embrace the Sigma.
Only Sigmas get in relationships with 18-year-olds that are 11 years older than their son. Okay.
This is a bit, everybody.
This is a bit.
This is a big fucking bit.
We are not serious. Holy shit.
Do I need to say that?
Apparently, it's fucking assholes in our TikTok comments are gonna be like, I hate it when women are right. Fucking okay. That's a pretty significant age gap. But if you're comfortable with the relationship, then I wouldn't worry. He says he doesn't want anything serious, then you should probably respect that. Keep seeing him and see where it goes. Putting labels on the relationship early when he isn't ready for it will only push him away.
I hate to break it to you. The only place that goes is in the fucking icebox chopped into pieces.
Yeah.
Did we never watch any horror movie growing up? Like, and
people shit on true crime.
Like, come on.
This is why we need true crime as women. Like,
you know what? Like, I might not be into true crime, but you guys keep it. You guys need it because clearly there's a problem in society somewhere. I don't know, guys.
And I want to make this clear because I know I'm being hard on the girl. No, it's not your fault.
It's not the girl's fault.
This man is the devil incarnate.
Yeah.
Do not be hung up on this man, but I can understand the feelings, especially if you're 18 and you're impressionable and you're having sex with a guy. Maybe it's the first guy you've had sex with and you just start getting hung up on them and you don't understand how they're treating you. That's fucked up. But you're going to learn that, unfortunately, this is the system. This is how men who just want pussy act.
Yeah.
And you're gonna learn how to detect the men who just want pussy.
Yeah.
And when you learn that there are men out there like that and you come across somebody like that, it's easier to compartmentalize that and not think, oh, there's something wrong with me, because that's what men want you to think is
there's
to
nothing...
devalue yourself to the point where you're constantly seeking for their approval. When no, they should be asking for your approval because they're gross motherfucking pedophiles who are losers who don't have their fucking life together at 28.
To the point where they're still seeking out 18-year-olds.
And attention from like barely legal teens. They should be asking for your approval. They should be kissing the ground that you walk on, and then you should still be telling them no because of the fucking age gap. And there's no point to even just get fucking hung up on guys like that.
No, yeah,
it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
But you're gonna learn that that's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because that fucking sucks. It just sucks.
It just sucks.
It just sucks.
I have nothing else to add to that.
Yeah, I'm just fucking sorry. So anyway, back to Reddit. I don't understand why he would treat me like a girlfriend then. I thought we were seeing each other to see if a relationship would be a possibility, but when I asked, he said that he couldn't see himself dating me, not even in like 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Well, you know, I think red flag, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a red. That's what we
Red
call
flag,
that.
fam.
All right.
That's a big red flag,
That's
fam.
That's a big fucking call. Sound the alarms. If you want, if you're gonna be in a relationship with someone, it's gonna probably last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
From this point on, and at some point, if you're doing like a traditional type of relationship, monogamous, like you're probably gonna start dating in 4 or 5 years. Probably within a year, honestly. You know, like if that's what you want, that's what you're trying to go for. You know, like I mean, I get it. You're 18 and like you're young and like I get it, but like that's something you gotta learn as early on as possible because fuck, man. And it's God knows I got strung along for a long time. Like shit, true. You know, like I fuck. You know?
I mean, I think everybody goes through this situation.
You gotta learn, and
you
like
gotta learn that people's intentions with you aren't always the best.
Exactly,
intentions.
and learn that early on as you can. I mean, fuck, man.
It sucks. It's a line to walk on because you still have to. I still deep down want to be a good person. You know, I still want to walk around outside and give people the benefit of the doubt, especially when you're trying to begin a relationship with somebody. But then you got to put up boundaries.
Of course.
And women, unfortunately, are not taught that at an early age. They're not taught to say, oh, hey, you can't do that to me. And because also a lot of women are scared of what men will say when a boundary gets put up with them.
Yeah, because another thing we don't do is teach men to not be rapists.
Yeah, not be entitled to women's bodies or their time or their emotions.
They're not taught how to fucking just have basic human respect.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know, like, there's the whole, like, fucking, there's, like, the culture around, like, the manosphere or whatever the fuck, you know, where it's like, I, as a man, deserve everything, and everyone should do everything for me. It's
so far perverted from just respecting other human beings. If a person really respected you, they would respect your boundaries.
Exactly, yeah. And, like, you know,
to me, somebody who's been on therapy, TikTok, and in therapy, and constantly around people who say this shit all the time, it's like, well, duh. But not to 18-year-olds who are just learning about dating.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of the rare times when, not that comment I just read, but Reddit is a good thing, because then say you are an 18-year-old girl, you don't have a mom or you don't have somebody who can teach you this stuff, you can just go online and say this situation and not be judged in your real life by your friends or your people around you. And somebody will tell you, no, sometimes people are just assholes. And then you know that. And that's good. It's not good, though, when Redditors are like, yeah, you should respect him more.
Respect his boundaries, yeah.
How about you fuck off,
Respect
Redditor?
his boundaries. Fuck yours.
Okay. So she says, you know, he doesn't even see himself dating me, not even 4 or 5 years. Why would he treat me like a girlfriend? And then somebody else goes, because that's what some people do. They like reliable sex, dates, affection, but want to keep exploring their options. It's somewhat common, especially with a friends with benefits relationship. If he tells you he doesn't want to be serious with you, it's because he doesn't want to be serious with you, despite of how he has been treating you. If you're not okay with that, then move on and find someone who does want a relationship with you. You're going to end with a lot of hurt if you keep things going with this guy because you think he'll change his mind.
Good.
Why do people just whine why do women just whine all the time about men? It's weird. Like, just move on.
Yeah.
Stop abusing women.
How do you
stop it?
How do you get it so wrong in the first half, overcorrect in the second half, but then also still lose the goal after you overcorrect.
Victims of sexual trauma are too fucking loud, fam. Fucking stop.
They're annoying.
Fucking
Stop
talking.
it.
Oh my God, it's so boring.
We get it. Like, it's so, God, just put a bullet in my head, man.
Just fucking,
it's so.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, fam.
Man. Like,
absolutely shut the fuck up.
Like, I can. Like,
she's allowed to talk. She's allowed to talk.
Bad news for you. Yeah.
I want to only hear from this one woman who's being taken advantage of by this 28-year-old man.
Can't believe
this is the only person I want to talk to. And you can shut the fuck up, fam.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
holy
crap. She deserves to have like a bunch of friends and a support system around her to say like, yo, that guy's a dickweed.
This fucking sucks, yeah.
Potentially a rapist, and you should not be near him. And do you want to go to the police? I'll fucking kick his legs in right now for you. That's what she deserves. Yeah. And instead she's dealing with Redditors who are telling her to respect men more.
Respect men more. Hashtag men's rights activists.
And I want to also mention, if this enrages you, because I know we have a very large woman audience, there are a lot of people telling her that men are just assholes.
That's good. Yeah, no, we're focusing on the negative. There's probably plenty of actual decent people in that comment section.
We do
being like,
cherry pick Reddit to find the funnier ones because we have limited amounts of time and we like to be funny.
Yeah, no, obviously, like, thank Christ that there are sane people on Reddit, but holy shit, there are so many insane people.
Right. I'm of the opinion that if even one person, like, you know, say that, you know, you're this woman and you find one person who comments this thing, day ruined. The day is ruined.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Any attempt to try and help this person is negated by the first comment that says, "Oh, you should respect him."
Fucking whore. Like, you know, like, oh my God, shut up.
Like, fuck, man. Like,
God damn.
God.
He's got a 7-year-old kid, and these men are saying respect him.
You know how hard it is to be a single father?
Oh, shut up.
Shut up, man.
No.
Wow. All right. Let's finish strong.
I can't wait for yours. Let's go.
All right, guys.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I, 26 male, lied to my girlfriend, 30 female, about a sleeping arrangement while on a vacation with a friend. How do I fix it?
You lied to... Okay, just lied.
Saying
that you lied is pretty bad.
How do I fix that?
A sleeping arrangement makes it sound like maybe you cheated on your girlfriend.
Well, hold on. Don't worry. Hold on.
Emotionally or not, but who knows? I'm just sus. You're
sus. All right.
Dude. I'm sus.
Went to a resort for a wedding. It was all planned before my girlfriend and I were together. I shared a room.
Oh, so it's okay then. Everything's fine. That's cool. Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. You can fuck whoever you want at this wedding now because it was made before you and your girlfriend got together.
Someone else is getting married, not me.
Yeah. Fuck it.
All right.
Cool.
I shared a room with a girlfriend. Space between girl and friend.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. All our bases are covered. Who I had a crush on years ago.
Oh my God.
My girlfriend was understanding and said it was okay that we'd share a room as long as I slept on a rollout mattress.
This poor saint of a woman.
Well, after sleeping on a rollout mattress for the first night, I wanted to sleep in the better
too hard.
I wanted to sleep in the better king-sized bed. I told her midway through the trip what had happened and clarified that nothing happened between us. Parentheses, nothing did. Now she is considering breaking up because I couldn't trust her enough to tell her the truth from the beginning. That's not a question. I just made it a question because it seems like a question to me.
Yeah.
There was another incident months ago, but again, nothing was done maliciously. I simply didn't tell her to avoid an uncomfortable moment, but she found out.
No way.
I truly love this woman and have scheduled an appointment with a therapist to work on myself. I don't want to lose her over something like this. She said I lost her trust. How can I regain it? How can I save something so good? How can I save something so good from a stupid, short-sighted decision? TLDR, I shared a bed with a female friend who I had a crush on years ago. Told my girlfriend afterwards, and she wanted to break up after losing her trust. This has 0 upvotes, by the way. This has gotten downvoted.
Who could like this guy?
Good news, pretty much all of the comments are against this guy. I want to point that out. But I mean, Sarah, how do we help him?
How do we help this guy? You're beyond help.
How do we on this advice podcast for the non-modern era? How do we help him?
The prehistoric era.
The prehistoric era.
Fucking Mesozoic era.
The Mesozoic era.
Guy, you're in dick. You're a fucking idiot.
So I want to. So
you asked for forgiveness instead of permission, and you didn't get forgiveness, and now you're bitching about it.
Yeah.
You should have just asked her. I'm sorry the bed was too hard for you, but now you don't have your girlfriend, and that's kind of
that's how it happens, man.
That's the price.
That's the price
you gotta
pay.
She can leave you for literally anything. You can't just ask a bunch of strangers to fix your relationship.
I don't know what I did wrong, guys.
Because you lied. People are so funny.
So okay,
I gotta go on Reddit.
This is
I know what will fix my relationship. Reddit will fix this.
Reddit.fucking.com.
Reddit.com.
Yeah. Oh okay. So all right. So people left comments being like, "Hey, you shouldn't have lied to her."
Yeah, don't lie.
Do you think that he's gonna have a really good response? I'm gonna tell you this right now. The top comment,
poopy pee-pee pants.
The top comment has 16 upvotes. He does not respond to that one.
Okay.
But these other ones, they have like 7, 6, 11. But he decides to go and comment on these ones because
right.
There's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So this person basically says trust is fundamental in a working relationship. You keep thinking short term instead of long term. By lying through omission, you think you're sparing her feelings, when in actuality you're destabilizing the relationship.
Yeah.
And he even says like when I was in a 4-year relationship, or I would do anything to avoid conflict or hurt her feelings. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you didn't do anything. It matters that you lied. The natural inclination from her is going to be, what else is he lying about?
And that's something that I learned early on in our relationship is I would feel uncomfortable about situations, but I would be I would be largely like overreacting to situations because I was very insecure in myself. But I would, I would be like, oh, Josh is going to go hang out with a girl. It's like, I would freak out about that.
No, yeah. And then I didn't want anything bad to happen. So I would not say anything about things I was feeling or things that I was doing. Yeah, and exactly. And that just led to more heartache and headache.
And more fights later on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's communication is key,
Right, absolutely. And then, when we finally learned to communicate about these issues, it became, this is how I feel. Oh, this is how I feel. And it never was like, oh,
I can't fucking believe you did this. I swear
can't believe
to God.
You're a fucking emotional bitch. Like it never was like
that.
Never
went to that. Yeah.
It never went to that area because we respected each other fundamentally.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you respected me enough to not put yourself in an obviously
bad situation,
looking situation.
It would look like, oh, sorry.
Even if you didn't cheat.
Exactly, yeah.
Even if you were like not gonna, you wouldn't go and hang out with a girl that you had a sexual relationship with in the past. You wouldn't go out and do some shit. And if you did fuck up, we communicated about it.
Yeah, exactly,
and we got the fuck over it.
Exactly.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
And this is just obviously like either they're talking to each other and he didn't communicate.
Yeah.
She realized, oh shit, this guy is not only going to not listen to what I'm asking him to do.
He's just going to do whatever he wants.
Give a shit about my boundaries. He's just going to do whatever he wants. And then he's going to lie to me.
Or not even tell me and lie through omission.
Right. Well, it's lying.
Yeah.
And then he's going to beg for forgiveness later.
Exactly.
And I don't want to be in...
I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to fucking deal with
I'm an adult and I want to date an adult.
Exactly.
Not a child. And yeah.
But what do you think? What do you think the guy OP says to this comment?
I'm going to go take a big doo-doo in my diaper.
That would be a better comment.
That would be funny.
I can see that now. I'm not lying about anything, but yes, I can't convince her of that. She has to trust me, ... I feel awful that I put her in that position. In my mind, it didn't register as a big deal because I was 100% sure nothing would happen, and I would stay on my side of the bed, which I did.
This is the thing.
I feel bad that I put her in that position, I just feel...
I feel so bad for her.
I feel so bad for her.
That I did that to her.
I did that to her. Can only imagine what she's going through right now.
Yeah. God. Fuck. I really
fucked
her over.
Yeah.
Gosh. You know what?
Oopsies.
You can't play the I'm just stupid card when there are so many men out there who are not stupid. That's the thing. She's going to be like, you know what? I could probably pull a guy who isn't stupid. And this guy is. If that's what it is, if you're not going to come clean and be like, yeah, I just didn't want to sleep in a bed and I was a piece of shit and, all this fucking shit. If you don't come clean and you're just going to say, oh, I just, oopsie
poopsies.
She's going to be like, oh, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Bye.
Get out. Yeah.
And you know what? You don't deserve anything else.
Exactly.
You don't deserve any more than that. She's going to be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm going to go date that fucking coworker who's fucking smart. And wouldn't do this to me.
Exactly.
And that's how the cookie fucking crumbles, fam. I'm sorry. Just don't do this to your next girl.
Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah.
God damn.
I have one more comment. I want to do this one because his response is -5 upvotes.
Beautiful.
So, you've shown her a pattern of lying when you think she will react in a way you don't like. There's not really any way to get out of that except by being honest.
Yeah.
But you have the habit of lying, so ...
It's
Can
not.
you be honest? This guy's pushing back. Are you ready for the response?
Yeah.
I can. Wouldn't call it 2 lies, one of them being for something stupid, a habit. But I'll take your input. After all, that's why I asked on here.
This guy's an idiot.
I didn't lie. But I'm happy for your input, but I didn't lie.
But then also it's
I don't lie.
He's saying, but it was for something stupid.
It was for something stupid.
So you're admitting that, yes, you did lie.
Yeah.
You lied about something stupid.
I came on here to ask for you guys' input, but I think your input's dumb. I think your input's fucking stupid, and I think you should shut the frick up.
And you know,
I am not wrong.
I want to go back to the red flags thing.
How is this a red flag, Sarah?
Well, this is a classic Darvo. So like some guy, you know, a narcissist will do something to you after you say, please don't do that to me. This is a boundary. They'll cross the boundary, then you'll yell at them and they'll defend themselves by being like, oh, you know, I didn't know, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll get aggressive at you and they'll say, well, actually, you should have told me. And then they'll reflect and they'll make themselves the victim next. And then they'll go on the offensive.
Yeah.
And then play a victim for you. And so that's basically the beginnings of what this situation is.
Yeah.
And actually, I thought it's a big red flag that he went and got himself therapy immediately. Because actually, a lot of narcissists will go to therapy to try and physically prove themselves.
Yeah, we saw that video where it was like, hey, can you just give me the piece of paper that says that I came here?
Yeah, there's a guy that I follow on YouTube where he acts out scenarios with narcissists and different sort of structures and relationships, like narcissist husband, narcissist dad, narcissist mom, narcissist family member, all these different things. And so he did one about why therapy doesn't work on a narcissist. And it's that they really won't admit that they don't do anything wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll go there and they'll be like, yeah, you know, I fucked up. There's a tiny little mistake, whatever. And then the therapist will be like, you cheated on your wife and murdered your dog. And then the narcissist will be like, yeah, it's just a couple mistakes, but you know,
I mean, who cares?
It's like,
yeah,
I'll be better next time. And it's like, you
paper,
don't
please.
Paper please for telling me that I'm a good paper that says I'm a good person.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Proof, please.
Yeah, no. Fucking, this guy's a piece of garbage. Absolutely. And absolutely he would cheat and then call it like not that big a deal.
It wasn't that big of a deal. Just one penis and one vagina, you know?
Yeah, it's just
really scientific, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking about you the whole time.
I just needed something really wet and tight and warm to get off because I just had to come in.
And she was the closest to vagina. It wasn't anything special,
It wasn't anything special. I mean, yeah, I knew her beforehand, but like...
Oh, you found my text of me telling her that I love her? That was a lie.
But I don't lie about anything. But you know,
I don't lie anything to you. I don't lie to you.
I just lie to dumb bitches. Yeah,
to get pussy. I mean, wait. And it's so funny because narcissists.
I went to therapy to get a pace paper. That's
right.
Cool.
I only lie to dumb bitches to get pussy is what the thing says. And then they walk around and they think they're the shit.
I'm so cool.
I'm so cool. Because I just get away with it all. And it's like, no, you're the most pathetic person. What is wrong with you?
God, that's so fucking funny, man.
Holy shit, fam. Wow.
So yeah, those were my two.
God damn. It was really good.
That was really good. I love that he defended himself. That was so
I know.
Good. Yeah.
It's my favorite when people double down like that. I'm going to therapy. Oh my God, shut up.
Shut up. Shut up already.
Like, she's allowed to
Reddit,
have
I know
feelings.
I made this post for you guys to comment, but you guys are really mean.
Stop telling me.
Stop doing it.
An asshole.
I'm not gonna respond to the woman that replied to me, but all you guys, I'll tell you guys that I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Holy shit. Fuck,
that's
bro.
it. That's all I have.
That's it. And I guess that's the end of the podcast.
That's the end of the Reddit segment.
Kind of a downer of a podcast. Dead cat,
narcissism, sexual assault.
This is who we are now. You guys wanted this.
To be fair, we did 9/11 2 weeks ago, and somehow this one was somehow worse than the other
9/11 was a fucking celebration, fam. All right. And then we watched The Turning Point.
Clip that, guys. Clip that, guys.
You can clip whatever you want, baby. Fucking, we watched the Turning Point documentary, and I finally saw the footage of the Twin Towers, and I was like, damn, I shouldn't have made those 9/11 jokes.
Wait, was that the first time you've seen footage of 9/11?
I've seen other footage, but not the like on the ground CNN footage.
Okay, yeah, that's fair then. Yeah.
But I've seen like the actual footage, like the, you know, the aerial shot, but not the ones from like people
just
like chilling on the ground then oh shit, there's a fucking plane. Yeah,
it's a good documentary. Go watch it.
It is really good. We haven't finished it yet either, too.
Yeah, we gotta go finish that now.
Yeah, right now.
Let's go make a pizza and let's go watch.
Let's go make a pizza. Watch 9/11.
We can't escape from 9/11, guys. I'm sorry. Now that we're done with the Reddit segment, before we go to the next one, before we end the podcast, it has to be the red lights come out for the Reddit segment, and then we have to do the outro.
Just making shit up now, man.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't get paid enough for this, but you guys can pay me more, and I'll give a shit. Cut that out.
Josh, what do you want to plug?
I am Joshua Chinland on Twitter.
Yeah.
A guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. I'll eventually go back to streaming when I can show my face publicly more.
Which will be soon.
It'll be soon. Probably Monday.
We finally fucking upgraded our internet, so.
Yeah. And that'll be great.
Yeah.
Fucking APWSTR on Twitter. I will revitalize that so we can actually keep in contact with you guys.
We'll do that soon.
The podcast will save this on Instagram.
Yep.
Do I do anything else? I don't do anything else, do I? TikTok, guy nicknamed JC. That's stream highlights.
And also APWSTR on TikTok.
APWSTR on TikTok, yeah.
Yeah. And I am SQUINTON.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. SQUINTON 27 on
Sorry, I put
Instagram.
6 shots in your coffee.
Fuck, I'm trying to do the thing, Josh. SQUINTON 27 on Instagram and then 271 on Twitter. Just slap a little 1 at the end of that. I want to spell the whole thing again. I'll be on Twitter. And then look out for our Patreons coming soon. And our you can buy us a coffee on our Buy Us a Coffee page that I assume is also APWSTR.
Yeah, buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll probably make lower thirds for this, so that way it'll be easier for you guys to see it on screen. You don't have to go into the fucking description. That's gross.
Yeah, you don't gotta fucking read. What is this? 2021.
Reading schmeeding is what I say.
Schmeeding.
That's our podcast. I think that's it. I think we have everything plugged. Yeah, that's our plugs. And love you guys. We'll see you in the outro.
See you there. Bye.
I can't believe we recorded for 2 hours.
We're really good at podcasting.
We're really good at outros.
We can't come up with any content for our outro.
We can't do an outro.
That's it. We're done.
We're done.
We're done. I'm cutting it off.
We don't need to do anything. We don't need to do anything.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I mean, we don't have to be so mean about it.
Fuck off.
Don't need to be so fucking mean. I can't even hear you. Your mic's off. This is why you get 45%.